I'm here. Your heart and soul inside of me.
Let's make a deal. You and I, we can fly into ecstasy.
Darling, you and me. Take me away. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Thank you for the heart me hate. Thank you, Roscarana. Let me let the mods know I'm here. Hello, Jeannie. Good evening. That's all I really want to. I want you so bad, babe. Thanks, Michelle. Thanks, Jeannie. Ah, thanks for the roses. Is everyone okay? I can touch the sky. You make my temperature. You're making me. We got our first festive bear. Thank you, H. Thank you, my love. It's really cold, isn't it? I just whacked the heating back up. It's up to 25. Might be going up to 26. That's so cute. Thank you, my love. We've got all the Christmas gifts. Got all the Christmas gifts on the gifts today. Hello, Gossip Girl. And I've just made myself, do you know what? I've realised I always make my daughter a hot chocolate and I never make myself one, so I've just made myself one. Hello, Observer. Hello, darling. Oh, she's gone. We got Lauren, Marie, Michelle, Dawn, Bipolar, good evening. Jojo, good evening, darling. Hannah Montana. Ah, thank you. Isn't that the cutest bear? Thank you, Hannah, babe. So cutesy. We love it. Hi, Marie. You okay? So cutesy. We love it. I'm sat in the dark. It's very atmospheric with the Christmas tree. Right, you know what to do. Tap the screen, share the live, let's go. We are doing parenting tonight and we're talking about managing kids and screens. If you know any parents, share the live to them. And if you've shared the live already, you could just hit repost. Clout chaser wants in. Hey! With all the festive bears! So cute. Thank you, H. Look how cute they are. Oh, the berry kissing the heart. Thank you so much, darling. Big up, H. Jojo, thank you, love. Hold on. Ba, 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 ba. Hello, silly goose. Thank you so much, H. Just need to turn the sounds on. Hello, Zoe. You alright? Every time. Thank you so much. That was really, really kind. Thank you. Did you send some reindeers? It says H sent some reindeers. Why didn't I see any of the reindeers? Did you guys see the reindeers? Thank you, my love. I've just scrolled up and it says reindeers. I didn't see any. I don't know if it's because of the screen. Maybe my head. But normally I'd see something on my nose. I didn't see. Oh, I missed the reindeers. But thank you, my love. That was really kind. Thank you. Thank you everyone for the heart me. Jojo just sent a reindeer. I didn't see that either. I think the reindeers are glitching. Are you guys seeing the reindeer? Thank you, Jojo, love. Oh, you saw it? Alright, it's just me. Right, let me just put this dog down. Hold on. Right, just stay on my lap for 1 sec. Mummy needs to make her screen bigger. Let me go bigger. If I lift it up a bit, then I can see the reindeer on my head. Oh, sorry I missed that, everybody. I like the reindeer. That's annoying. Hopefully I'll see it next time. I made the camera a bit higher. Right, let's tap the screen, everyone. Share the live. Let's get to 10,000 taps and we'll start, please, and thank you. Thank you, Jem, for the heart me. Sammy. That glitter something? I can't see your name. Oh, it's gone. Leslie, silly goose. Thank you, Michelle. So tonight we are talking about managing kids and screens. You guys are welcome to get in the box. I've got some questions, or we can just get in the box and have a chat. Like, whatever. But let's get to 10,000 taps. Everyone tap the screen for me, please. Thank you, loves. Hello, CG. Who else have we got in today? Somebody called Ghost. Hello, Ghost. Butterfly Becky. Chantel's Unique Pond. Hello, everybody. Tracy, Sarah, Hayley, Michelle Lou, New Generation, Miss Bolt. Hello, Miss Bolt. Hello, loves. You did, Hannah Montana. I got hot chocolate. I never have hot chocolate. We've just hit that cold spot. How are you, darling? Thank you, Emma Jane. Thank you, Michelle Lee. Thanks, Miss Bolt. Well, let me drop you guys a goodie bag. This is a tune. Have you, Miss Zoe? Hello, Becky. There's the reindeer! Yes! Thank you, Emma Jane. And yes, I put a little sound effect on the reindeer. We hear some little jingle bells. H is pottering, trying to tidy up. I mean, listen, tidying up is a fucking endless battle. It never ends. Thank you, Emma J. Oh, I love it. Becky, I saw about 5 minutes of your show today and you were absolutely savage. So I can imagine it got worse. Chocolate swirls in the house! Thank you for the roses, chocolate swirl. Evening, Paula. Got some music for you to tap to. If you're a parent or no parent, share this live to them, please, and thank you. You okay, Paula? I went hospital today, guys, while you're tapping. Why are we only on 4,000? Right, we need to tap it up, everyone. We need to tap the screen. We're only on 4,000 likes. Are all your fingers cold? Is that what's happening? Because why not? But yeah, I went to hospital today. Because of my dodgy throat that I've been telling you about for weeks. And I had a camera up the nostrils and down the throat, and it was horrible. But I will say, the consultant was lovely, and the nurse, who they have to have a nurse in there with them, and when I tell you, she was superb. So before they put the thing up my nose, I asked for the numbing spray, because otherwise I'll just gag. And so they numbed up my nostrils and down my throat, and oh, your child is taking the piss, Hannah. Anyway, so they numbed me up, and then I said to them, like, and I know this sounds silly. If anyone's asthmatic, you might know what I mean here, right? But I said, can you just remind me to breathe? Because when I get scared or I'm, you know, that fight or flight mode, I tend to hold my breath. I've done it all my life. Like, I hold my breath. And so I was like, can you just remind me to keep breathing? Because, like, I will stop breathing. Like, because I'm scared. Like, it's touching your tonsils. You can feel it down your throat. You want to gag. And you feel like you can't breathe out because there's something up your nose. It's the weirdest feeling. Anyway, the nurse was absolutely superb. You hold your breath too? Okay, good. I'm not a lunatic. Thank you for validating me there, Miss Bolt. And so she wrapped her arm around me, like to give me a cuddle, and just held me, and was just like, and just kept saying, you know, all right, breathe through your nose, take a deep breath in through your nose as it goes up. And she just kept reminding me to breathe, and she just gave me like all the support I needed. Like, she was absolutely incredible, very motherly, and just knew that I was like high anxiety and really stressed. And she literally held me, and it was just the most wonderful support, because I needed it. Like, I needed someone to tell me to keep breathing, because I did hold my breath a couple of times, and she was like, okay, you can breathe now, breathe. So I really appreciated that, and I made sure I let her know as well when it was done, and I just thanked her so much. You know, I mean, she's just doing her job, but like, I needed that. So that was really nice. And then we went back into his office, and then he was like, oh, okay, it is this thing. So it's the thing I've had before, growing in my throat, and it's bulging out my neck. And I need surgery to remove it. So they're going to do a biopsy, I think it's next week or the week after. And then, so I've got to have a needle in the neck. That's going to be fun. And then surgery will be planned to remove it. They're doing your job, and then there's doing your job. Exactly that. Like, she went above and beyond. But then we get back to his office, and he goes, also, can we, he said, I'm just going to book you in for an MRI scan. I was like, sir, that's not going to happen. I was like, I can't do an MRI scan. I was trying to explain it to my daughter, because she doesn't, you know, she's never seen an MRI scan, or she sort of knew roughly what it was. And I said, you lay on a table, and then they insert you into a tunnel, and then the tunnel starts closing in around you. And like, my anxiety, I've had it done once, I swear, and I said to him today, I lasted 6 seconds before I was screaming to be let out. I don't know about you lot, but the anxiety thoughts that I had whilst I was lying on that table, right? And I asked that. I did ask that new generation. I said, can you not just like knock me out and then do it? I've had to have one recently in contact. It took 40 minutes. Yeah, I can't do it. Like the thoughts that was going through my mind in those 6 seconds was horrific about what would happen to me whilst lying on this table. So I said to them, I can't do it, and they were trying to be really sort of sweet, like, oh, just give it a go, give it a try, you might be right. And I was like, no, I know, like my anxiety can't deal with doing an MRI scan. Like I can't. But some of the mods were saying that they can give you some sort of mild sedative, which I'm I want to go back to them and ask, because you say like the MRI is going to be the best scan, but they're going to do like a by the way, I'm just rabbiting on while you lot tap. We need to get to 10,000, then we'll start. They're going to do like an ultra scan, and then they want to do what's the other one? Is it CT scan? Hello, Loz. Yes, that's what we've I've had those suggestions from the mods, Valium and diazepam. The only problem is I'd need someone to take me home. So, but anyway, I'm not doing an MRI scan. Just no. It's actually a hot chocolate, Infinite. Psychic Sally's here. Hello, Psychic Sally. It's funny because I looked down, I just saw that. I don't normally see when people come in. Hello, Joe. Good evening, darling. Psychic Sally, I've sent you a message, by the way. I don't know if you've seen it. But yeah, check your messages, please. They're not fun at all, H. I just know I can't do it. Like, I think the worst thought I had when I was in that MRI machine for all of 6 seconds was the most intrusive thought I was having was, what if there's a power cut? I had thoughts about if there was a power cut and I'm stuck in this, I'm on a table in a tomb, right? That's what I mean. It comes so close to your. I can't do it. I can't. And then, or then I was like, oh, what if there was like a shooting in the building and people came in and like all the staff that are in the room managing the machine, they all get shut up and I'm just stuck in this machine. And you can't like roll yourself backwards and forwards to like slide yourself. Oh my God. Oh, have you had loads, Miss Bolt? I can't, I'm not equipped. I'm not meant. And I was saying to my daughter, like, I'm so mentally strong with so many things. That broke me in 6 seconds. I was like, as that wall was coming closer and closer and closer to, oh, hell no. I just had that today, Joe. Just had that today, the camera down the throat. I was just saying, I had the most supportive nurse today. Oh, look, all my favourites getting coins. There's only one pirate in there. Loads of you got coins from the goodie bag, and they're all people that I know. Love it. No pirates today. Yes. I can't do it, Sky. I've told them I can't do it. I'm not doing it. Oh, Hannah Montana with the candy canes. Thank you. And Cat Crazy. Right, we're nearly at 10,000. Everyone tap the screen for me, guys. We're going to get started. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here telling you my shit stories, drinking my hot chocolate. You're welcome. I can't do it, guys. Oh, see. Oh, okay. I get you, Miss Bolt. Oh, bless you. Thank you, Sky Angel. I appreciate that. I'm just... I'm not the one. I'm not the one. No way. Unless they can... If they knock me out and could do it... But But no. Cat Crazy says we love your stories. I cannot do it, guys. I am not able. My anxiety would never let me, man. I can't do it. So you're gonna have to make do with a thingy, like a, what do you call it? Like a pregnancy scan to see the baby. They didn't do that on my neck, whatever that's called, ultrasound. And then. So what's a CT scan? Is that No, what is a CT scan? I'm not sure if I even know. I probably do know what a CT scan is. Describe it to me like I was a 5-year-old, please. Some coins were returned. Oh, okay. I hate brain scans. It weirds me out. A head scan. CT is...
Talk to me.
Fuck, that was loud. A head scan. Donut shaped. What does that mean? Did I put my head into something? All internals from brain. But how is it done, I mean? Is it... It's not like lying in the same sort of machine as MRI, though, is it? Is it done differently? How is it done? I mean, I could have just Googled this, but seeing as we're here and I'm waiting for you lot to get to 10,000. Yeah, I can't. I've told them I can't do it, Margate. It's not closed like in like the MRI is. No, it can be standing up depending on what. The donut spins around. Ah. Yeah, okay, if it's not closed like the MRI, I can handle that.
7 long years of moving through the streets, letting people in, but they don't talk to me, they look right that morning.
Choo! We're nearly there, guys. I asked Margate and they said no today. They don't. They said they couldn't. Hope it goes alright, Margate, for you tomorrow, darling. Your knee replacement. That's a long recovery, isn't it, on a knee replacement? And like a hip thing. Hello, chicken lover. Hello, Charlie. Alright, let's get started. So, welcome everyone. Welcome. If you haven't shared the live, please share this live. If you have shared the live and you've got no one else to share to, please hit the repost button. You can either press and hold on my face, or you can hit the share, tap the share button, and you'll see a yellow button called repost. And go ahead and repost this live for me, everybody. Also, if you haven't sent a heart me, please do. We have goodie bags, treasure boxes, all of that good stuff. Thank you. I think that was Infinite who just dropped a treasure box, so big up Infinite for that. And also big up H, who's just dropped a whole shit ton of gifts already. So thank you so much for that. Very, very kind. And also, if you enjoy the live, feel free to help me hit the targets. We've got targets up there, and I think it's only the reindeer one has got a little sound effect on it. The other ones I'll put some sound effects on later. Anyway, so tonight it's a parenting live. We do it every Thursday at 5 o'clock. If you've missed any of these lives, they are all on YouTube. The link is in my bio, so if you go to my profile top left, there is a link on there, and just follow the YouTube link. And there are different like playlists, so you can watch all the parenting lives, all the women's health lives that we've done.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, and a Happy New Year.
Thank you, Dodies. Can nobody else send a festive crown, because today will take very, very long, and I put a Home Alone sound effect on the festive crown, and forgot that I'd put that on there, and it's quite long, so there'll be lots of gunshots otherwise, and we don't really want gunshots in a parenting live tonight, so nobody send a festive crown. However, Dodie, thank you for the gift. I appreciate it very much. I love Home Alone too. But we will accept all the reindeers tonight, guys. We'll accept all the reindeers because it's nearly fucking December already. And Dinky says hi, everybody. Anyway, let's crack on. So, how these lives work is I give you a little introduction, kind of a little opening statement to the live, and then I ask you some questions. You are very welcome to. No, it's all right, Dodie. It's not your fault at all. It's my fault. Because I love Home Alone, but I also forgot I put that on there. So, my bad, not yours. But thank you so much for sending it. I really appreciate it. Um, So yeah, I kind of do a little introduction, and then you guys can either answer some questions, or you can thank you, Becky, or you can get in the box and have a conversation. And we are talking about phones, tablets, our kids, how we manage all of that. Hello, Claire Bear. Good evening. And so, this is very much a conversation for you all who are parents or guardians of children, and how you manage all of that. All right, so let's get started. Screens are everywhere, and whether it's phones, tablets, TVs, or gaming consoles, they've become a very big part of our children's lives. And let's be real, they can be a lifesaver when you need a moment to breathe. But with all the benefits come challenges, like how much screen time is too much, what's safe and healthy, and how do we set boundaries without those constant battles. So this evening we are diving into this tricky but very important topic. And this is a conversation about balance. So finding ways to let screens work for us, not against us as parents. And it's not about shaming or setting these impossible standards, but about sharing what works and what doesn't, and learning from each other's experiences, whether you are struggling with managing screen time or you have tips to share. This is your space to share, to laugh, to vent, and to connect with each other like we do every week. So let's explore how we can raise happy, healthy kids in a screen filled world. So, question for those of you that have kids, to get us started with some chat in the comments. Um, Give me a yes or a no if you let your children use devices. Doesn't matter about the age. I just want to know yes or no. Like, it don't matter whether they're 4 or whether they're 16. Do you let your children use screens of some sort? Yes or no in the chat for me. I'd love to. Do you know what? I'd love to see a no. I'd love to see a no because, like, if you say no, I want you in my box. I want all the advice. But again, no, there's no shade on anyone. I'm just generally just trying to feel out the room. Yes or no if you let your children use devices. Jane says some of the kids and some of the kids no. So the vast majority of you do, or those of you that have responded do. Cool. How much time? Hello, Debs. How much times? How much times? How much time? Start again, Remi. How much time do your kids typically spend on screens daily? And what do they use their screens for the most? So let me drop that in the chat for you. That's not come through, is it? It ate my comment. So, sorry, I'll repeat the question. How much time do your kids typically spend on screens daily? So give me like an hour, 3 hours, 6 hours. Give me a rough amount of time. So give me a number. And then what do they use it for the most as well? So we've got YouTube. Give me some times, H and JoJo Life. How long are they on these platforms? Sleepy Rates is about 2 hours a day, mainly on YouTube or gaming. So the question again is, how much time do your kids typically spend on screens daily, and what do they use it for the most? Let's do you another goodie bag while you lot are answering. And if you did get a coin, please could you send a heart me or a team bracelet or a festive gift? Ah, it says I'm out of funds. I need to recharge. Thought I did recharge. Um, JB says about an hour on Amazon Kids tablets games. H says 12 hours from the minute he gets up until he goes to bed for my eldest. Gaming or YouTube is 4 hours for Goddess. A couple of hours for Infinite. Gaming. Thank you, Infinite, for that treasure box. Becky says unlimited. However, there is rules on this. All right, let me do a. It's a tiny goodie bag, but I'll try and recharge whilst I'm on as well. Jane says an hour and 1 hour on weekdays, none on Saturdays, and Sundays are unlimited, usually for YouTube. Substantial said eldest when he's home from school until bed, maybe 5 hours. Sounds like my daughter. Well, she's not on it. She's talking to her friends, and then they're still on it. That's weird. But she always has to do her homework first. Yeah, Max, fair enough. Weekends are unlimited for Goddess. Yeah. Substantial said the youngest 3 hours TV, but it's usually in the background. An hour of laptop before bed. All right, so we are very much in a devices and screens world, I think, with our kids from what we are seeing. Sleepy Rach says also, yeah, more time on the weekends. Um, Becky says that her child is only allowed to use it in the community room and he has rules on what he can't watch. Substantial says she has a TV on, but she's usually doing handstands for 2 hours. And H says he has two iPads, one for YouTube and the other one for communication app. So I'm seeing a lot of you saying YouTube, which is interesting as well. And can you just... No, I won't ask that one. All right, this question is, at what age did you introduce screens to your children? And how do you feel about that decision? So if you could write in the chat what age you started letting your children have screens. Again, no shame, no judgment on anyone. Just be honest. What age did you introduce screens to your children, and how do you feel about that decision? Let me pop that in the chat, see if TikTok is going to eat it. Right, mods, can one of the mods pin that question for me, please? I can't pin. Thank you, Infinite. Infinite is on fire today. Sleepy Rach said four, since they were toddlers, says Anxious. Yeah, I think mine had like one of those Amazon Kiddie tablets when she was like 3 or 4. Becky says young age, as that was his way to communicate. Okay. So the question is, guys, at what age did you introduce screens to your children, and how do you feel about that decision? New Generation says about 5. Handsome Pigeon's here. Hello, Handsome Pigeon, darling. Goddess says 11. My youngest too young, 3 years, and I totally regret it. Why do you regret it, Goddess? Infinite says as young as I can remember, always use my phone for entertainment. Actually, as you write that, Infinite, yeah, I think you're right. I think there may have been times when my daughter was younger that I used my phone as well for distraction. So I know I said 3 or 4 earlier for the tablet, but I think, yeah, there were definitely times when I think she was younger than that, or I might have put something on my phone, Oh, because he's so antisocial. Yeah. COE of my life. Hello. Should that be CEO of my own life, or is that deliberate spelling COE? Okay. So another question for you, for those of you that do let your children have screens or devices, what types of content or apps do you feel are most beneficial for kids, and which ones do you find the most problematic? I'll try and pop that in. So the question is, what type of content or apps do you feel are most beneficial for kids, and which do you find the most problematic? Becky says YouTube is a big problem in my house. Do you want to say why it's a problem? That would be helpful. Thank you, Anxious, for the heart me. Jane says YouTube can be both, which is hard sometimes, beneficial and problematic. Well, maybe we should take this question one at a time. If you just write in a comment, which apps do you feel are most beneficial? And then we'll go to the second part. So which types of content or apps do you feel are most beneficial for kids? Whilst I try and recharge on my phone. Oh, we're nearly at 400 people over on Giant Leaps Agency. By the way, while some of you are typing, if you haven't joined my other account, it's called Giant Leaps Agency. Please, could you all go and give it a follow for me, please? We are one away from 400 over there. Depends on the device using and educational. So Michelle says YouTube is beneficial but needs to tread carefully still. I agree. A lot of you are not giving me any beneficial advice, apps or content on screens. Screens can mean phone or tablet, so answer the question relating to whichever your child has. What types of content or apps do you feel are most beneficial for kids? I'm not seeing many responses to that. Is that because there isn't many apps that are beneficial for kids? Is that the problem? Trying to recharge. Thank you for that treasure box, Infinite. If you've got a coin, please can you send a heart me, a team bracelet, or a festive gift? We do have a target as well if anybody can help with that. Minecraft and Fortnite are biggest problematic apps, but also beneficial. Yeah, see, when my daughter was young, I had a lot of time for Minecraft. I think it has got some beneficial things to it as well. So I'd agree with you on that. Jane says my children like drawing apps and they're quite beneficial. Yeah, or word games. Yes, Jane. Coven Jane. Hello, Cat. Hello, Coven Cat. Infinite says when younger it was educational games. Older I can't think of one. Yeah, Matt. Oh, content's moving too quick. No, scroll. Good content is the Number Blocks app. Anything problem solving and Proloto Go Send program. I don't know if I've said that right. It doesn't sound like I said it right. Yeah, Minecraft. Yeah, as well. Matt says that Guess What I Draw app is good. Loads of word games. Mine is on PS5 in the sitting room. New generation. Yours like streaming. Yes, Matt, exactly that. Anything with minimal communication to other people is a winner. I agree. I use Night Zookeeper and IXL with my home educated 12-year-old. Nice. Thank you, Phoenix, for the Christmas wreath. And which apps are you finding with your kids are the most problematic? CBBC World, yeah, that is a good app for young kids. I agree. We used to use that when she was little. Matt says Roblox is awful. Why is it awful? I mean, what makes it awful for kids? Pokemon Go gets mine outside so we can go walks together and catch a Pokemon. I remember when that was a big craze, Sleepy Rach. I do remember. Yeah, and it gets the kids outside catching Pokemon. Trying to recharge. The chat's moving quick. Gossip Girl was the only one to get some coins out of that goodie bag. Let me recharge. Right, if you want to get any coins out of the goodie bag, you've got to share the live. Sorry, I'm just recharging. I thought there was more money in there than there was. Disappointing. Um, Fortnite, says Michelle Lou. Full-blown shouting and screaming. Do, 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 do. Infinite says, I like Steam because my son can interact with friends whilst playing games and he'd be lonely if not. Yeah, yeah. Sleepy Rate says, we still love it. I think that's Roblox. Any open world games where they can communicate to strangers is problematic, says Jane. My Town is a drawing educational app, says Joe. Pockers. Pockers says, my boy uses YouTube Kids. He is 3 but has the attention span of a gnat. Um, yeah, new generation, yeah. Some of the games. Disney Colouring World is a colouring one, yep. Um, alright, CG. Um, that's alright, Gossip Girl, don't worry. YouTube Kids still gets content that's not suitable. It's just disguised as kid friendly, so be careful, says Matt. Why is it not exchanging? Alright, what's been your biggest struggle when it comes to managing your kids' screen time? Think Rolls is a trivia game for kids, says Joe. What's been your biggest struggle when it comes to managing your kids' screen time? Infinite says apps like TikTok are problematic because you can't filter what they see accurately enough. It's not letting me exchange. It's just lagging on the screen. Annoying. We take one screen away and they just go watch the TV. So is the struggle they don't want to give you the device? Is that what you're saying, Matt? Joe says her little guy has 1 hour after school. So what's the biggest struggle when it comes to managing your kids' screen time is the question. No issues rate yet. That's good. The question is, what's been your biggest struggle when it comes to managing your kids' screen time? I'll pop it in the chat again. TikTok ate it again. Ah, that's interesting, Jane. My children's friends have different rules for screen time, so mine doesn't understand why sometimes. Yeah. Meltdowns for cat. Yeah. So, yeah, I've experienced that. Like, if the struggle for me has been if, for example, she is in a game with friends, and then I'm like, okay, time to come off now. It's the not wanting to end because their friends are still allowed to be online and she has to come off. So that is a struggle sometimes. So I tend to combat that by giving her warnings and countdowns. Like, you've got 30 more minutes left, 15 minutes left. You know what I mean? You've got 1 more minute and then you need to come off type thing. After COVID, their screens were
Merry
their...
Christmas, you
Oh,
filthy
no.
animal. And a Happy New Year.
Thank you, Charlotte. Oh, little shot at the end there from Home Alone. Thank you, Charlotte, for the festive crown. Nobody else send festive crowns, please. Too much gunshots. But thank you very much. Hello, Yaya. We have Alexa beep in our household. For what? For what reason? Timers and being flexible, and timers and being a bit flexible time can be really helpful. Yeah, absolutely. I give a little timer countdown. Yeah, Debs, that's what I do with mine is countdowns. I like that, cat. E.g., do you think an extra 5 minutes is good? And then they choose 20. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I see. Yeah, I do that with my daughter sometimes as well. So, like, if I go in and I say, right, you've got like 5 minutes, and she's like, can I have 10? And I'm like, yeah. And then I'll set Alexa for like a 10-minute timer, and then it goes off, and then she has to get off. She's normally pretty good at getting off. Yeah, exactly that. If it doesn't sneak up on them, it's easier. I think you're right there, Infinite. Have you ever felt guilty about relying on screens for a bit of peace or productivity? And if yes, how do you handle those feelings? Goddess says, I'm the negotiator. Thank you, Cat Crazy, for the candy cane. I'm still trying to top up on the phone. It's just lagging out. Let's try if I go the other way. Live rewards. Miss Bolt says no. I don't feel guilty about relying on screens. Matt says, I try to get involved when I feel bad. I'll play a game on the iPad with them. Yeah. H says, I used to, and now not so much. Same. I don't feel guilty anymore. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but I don't. I also just kind of weigh things up. I'm like, how is she doing in school? Excellent. Uh, is she doing her homework? Yes, she is. So I tend to not give a shit unless it affects her mood. So if I have allowed it to be like, let's say it's on a weekend and she's had too much screen time, we get a little bit of an attitude that turns up. That's when I tend to start to rein in the amount of screen time if the mood and the attitude changes because she's been like just locked on to too much screen time, if that makes sense. And we both get a little bit savage at that point. Right. Oh, I think it's working on this phone. Yes, let me see. Can I put some money in? Exactly, Zoe. The minute that attitude appears, locked off. Locked off. Listen, we both become a bit feral in that moment. Um, uh, Matt says, I have to say though, other than the TV, she only uses the iPad a couple of times a week for an hour or so. That's good, Matt. Miss Bolt says, between work and being a single parent or sole parent, I need some time alone before I sleep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and also single parent and devices has helped save me too. H says, the only time I regret it is when he's in my room at 3 a.m. trying to play on the iPad. Ah, yeah, that's a nightmare. Becky says if he's getting overstimulated by the screen, he has a break, and he has regular breaks, even though we had time to adjust as Gossip Girl. Yes, my mum used to say that to me. Your attitude stinks after coming off the Xbox. Now I get it. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. And how do you deal with pushbacks or tantrums when when you need to set those screen time limits? How are we dealing with the pushbacks and the tantrums? Are we like just taking their devices off them? Are we having some conversations? How are we dealing with that part when they're kicking off because they don't want to let go of their I think all our kids end up doing that at some point, Jane, developing this little American accent. Becky says a no shit approach, basically. I just shut it down through my phone. Yes, Zoe. Lock it off. Oh, you want sass? Mummy says, bloop, you're done. I like that. The time comes off the next day's screen time. Oh, that's good. So they lose some time. That's a good idea. Miss Bolt says, I get tantrums over my phone and I'll simply not let him have it or take it away. Oh, God. Comet's here, everybody. Miss Cancellation herself. Listen, you tried to cancel me yesterday. You're not allowed it here today. Unless you send me a reindeer. Yeah? Um, that's when the electric went off and it worked. How many of you genuinely like turned off the internet at the wall or all right, Comet can stay for a little bit. Thanks, Haley. Do you like my emotional blackmail there? Actually, it wasn't emotional, it was just blackmail. Um I try and do what you do and say half hour and then 10 minutes and try and create a deal with them. Haley, how are you handling your kids? Do they have tantrums when you want to get them off their screens and their devices? Or are they like perfect children who do what they're supposed to do? Validation. I am your mum. My job is to keep you safe. Externalize the issue. Yeah, my daughter would fob me off if I tried that one. I can't even lie. She'd probably say something along the lines of, "Well, I wasn't asked. I didn't ask to be here." And then we're in a situation. So, you know, I'm avoiding my racist community. uh, uh, on the main board, flip it off. All right, so you lot are all savage parents. I'm here for it. I'm here for the savage parents cutting off the electric, cutting off the Wi-Fi, disconnecting it from their phones. I'm here for it. Hannah says, I'm just glad my child is not old enough for all this yet. Haley says, Tori terrifies me. I take her tablet and run. These kids, man. Honestly, I swear, sometimes the screen does make the kids go a little bit feral. Oh, hold on. I was going to do a goodie bag. I've just topped up. Hold on. And then I'll read the rest of your comments. 2 seconds, please. Hold the line. Right, if you want to get any coins out of the goodie bag, you just have to share the live. And the goodie bag is good. It's a bit better than the treasure box because you can get like 10, 11, 12 coins out of it versus like 1 or 2 from the treasure boxes. So I've posted a goodie bag. If you want coins, please share the live. That would be amazing. Right, let's get back to some comments. Do 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 do. Sha la sha sha sha. I've never needed to go that far, to be honest, says Yaya. Still using full name works beautifully. Yes, when you use the kid's full name, put the fear of God into them. I generally just raise my voice an octave or two. So it goes from being happy, nice, cheery mummy to, oh, mummy's a little bit sassy. Kind of just change the tone of voice for me. Often helps. Again, I'm not a gentle parent. I think I've said this before. Oh, there's this really funny clip of I'll play it tomorrow on FYP, and some of you have probably seen it, and some of you tagged me in it. And it's of you know the TV show Super Nanny with Joe, and then they've done a version if Super Nanny was a Jamaican woman, and it's the funniest clip. And I'll be playing that tomorrow. And it was quite savage, but then somebody wrote in the comments, "This is actually Jamaican gentle parenting." Um, it is the funniest clip of how like people parent like differently. Uh, Hold on. Matt says distraction works well for us sometimes. Like, shall we go make some dinner or do colouring? Um, yeah, distraction doesn't work for me, and I think she's at that age. I think where if you've left them on the screen for too long, um, you're not you're no longer dealing with a child. You're dealing with a monster. So, like Haley said, just take the device and run. Because sometimes there is no there is no distraction. Yeah, and Becky says distraction doesn't work for her either. Exactly. Once he's hyper focused, he's hyper focused. Same. Goddess says when you're calling them and they have the headphones on. Right, listen, the boxes are open. If anyone wants to jump in the box and talk about managing kids and screens and managing kids and their devices, you are more than welcome to come in the box and share what you are doing in relation to managing kids and devices. Please don't get in a box and start talking about all other sorts of things because that's not what we're here for today. But if anyone wants to come in a box and share what they're doing in their household and what's working for them, um, then you are more than welcome to. And it could be that you just are flipping off the internet and waiting for the kids to come down, or it could be that you're using some sort of technique, or I don't know, whatever. So the boxes are open. Request the box if you want to come and have a chat. If not, I'll just keep throwing questions at you until the time runs out. We've got 30 minutes left, guys. Well, we've got 28 minutes left. Maxine says it's easier this time of year. Santa does a lot of my parenting. Oh, I miss that phase. I miss that phase of Santa doing the parenting. Of like, if she was stroppy or about to have a tantrum, I would just be like, oh, don't want Santa to hear about this. That don't work anymore. So milk it for as long as you can, Maxine. Warrior Witch says, I've switched the internet off before now. Warrior Witch says, I'm zero tolerance. Yes, I think a lot of us are like that in here. Literally saying, once he's hyper focused. Yeah, exactly, H. Can we do a topic on getting your kids to eat, please? Uh, yeah, maybe. Um, Deb says, I've been trying to find this brilliant YouTube video I used to give all parents of kids. I'm gonna start training the screen for loo roll. They'll soon learn the hard way, says Matt. I don't know what that means. Trading. Oh, trading the screen for loo roll. Oh, you wrote training. I was like, what the hell is he on about? All right. Next question for you all. Do you have any specific rules or guidelines for screen use in your house? So is it like, I don't know, an hour a day, 2 hours a day? Do you have any specific rules or guidelines around how much your kids can use screens in your house? And if so, what are they? Drop it in a chat for me, darlings. H says the only rule is we ain't using it at 3 a.m. So with devices in my house, one of my rules is that I always take the phone off her at a certain time, and it always is in my room at night. It's never in her room at night. Um, Becky says no headphones and no chat rooms. They are very good rules. Only allowed when you're in the same room. And if I go to the toilet, the tablet is coming with me. Oh, that is quite strict, Becky, that you take the tablet if you go to the toilet. Does he not have a meltdown if you leave the room, or does he just come with you? Yeah, that would be straight, go to bed, like, yeah, nighttime, middle of the night, absolutely not for me, H. But I know it's different in everyone's houses, and especially if you've got send children as well. Yeah, this is the weekends, we see how we get on, yeah. He just comes with you, I thought he would. Because like once it's in their hands, they don't ever want to let it go out of their hands. So I'm sure he probably just comes and sits by the door so you can hear it. You got the evils. The evils. Um. All right. It's another question for you. Um. Barbara says, "What age is too young? Do you think?" I think it's personal for each family. A lot of people here have. We asked the sort of earlier question about age. A lot of people started quite young with devices. Some when they were toddlers, some when they were 3 or 4. I think it's very personal. Yeah, and it depends on the child because some children are just not interested in devices, Barbara. So I think it's very individual. Um, yeah. So how do you handle screens, so phones or tablets, during meal times, bedtime, or even family gatherings? Do you allow it at the dinner table? Do you not allow it at the dinner table? Do you, at family gatherings, do you let them use the devices? Like, where are you with that, guys? We have a goodie bag up, guys. So if you want any coins, make sure you share the live. And we also have another treasure box. Oh, I can see all the shares. Got a lot of pirates in. Hello, pirates. If you get a coin, please can you send a heart me or a team bracelet or a festive gift? And we have a target. We love the reindeer around here. And the goodie bag is going to open in about 30 seconds. So I can see all the shares happening. I can see all the shares. I'm nearly 55, says Barbara, bringing up a 3-year-old. I'm very out of touch. Oh, bless your heart, Barbara. Oh, bless you. Listen, just give them a device, yeah? Enjoy the rest of your life. That's what I would say. But I'm not a professional. I'm just a woman on TikTok. Give them the device. Save yourself. Don't listen to me. To be honest, we usually watch telly together, but no tablets or phones, says Miss Bolt. Right, the goodie bag is open. Oh, Cat Crazy got the most amount of coins. Well done, Cat Crazy. Mama Bear got some. Goddess got some. Scottish D. The rest of you, I don't know. So make sure you give us a follow, please, and thank you. Yes, thank you. Um, he has to be present at family gatherings until his social battery's low, and then he can use his phone. Yeah, that's fair, Infinite. Oh, thanks, Rubes. Thanks for the follow. I'm trying to find myself on the phone. Miss Remi. There she is. There she blows. Gotcha. I can see people who come in then on that phone. I can't on the screen. Thanks, Goddess Karma. So, do you let your children have their devices at dinner time, for example? Jane says not at dinner time or family events. See, I've been to some family events where I've let my daughter go on the phone, like when it's boring, like when they've sort of done their, do you know what I mean, being nice to everyone, and then oh thanks Barbara, and when they've done their being nice to everyone, and then like it gets to that boring phase, I've let her sort of go on the phone and stuff, like if it's in the evening at a wedding or whatever, if she's not with her cousins or whatever. Um, Sleepy Rach says it's allowed at breakfast as I'm busy doing chores, so it keeps him company. Yeah. H says it's only off limits when we are getting dressed or going to bed. Only the TV at dinner time for Matt. Becky says yes. Maxine says pick your battles. If they're sitting eating, does it really matter if you're watching something? And H says yeah. I think Maxine, I don't know, I think some people I mean, for me, I'm not fussed at all, but I think for some people they like to see dinner time as kind of that time of like having connection with one another. I'll be honest, 9 out of 10 times my daughter will just take her dinner and piss off to her room and watch telly or be on her phone, which is fine. I used to be quite strict about dinner times and making sure we had that time together where we would just sit and eat and talk. But now I can't be asked, and neither can she. Um, Sometimes we do, but very rarely at this point. Um, Misty says that hers are not allowed um, before school or dinner and not to take them to bed. Yeah. That says the only reason we say no screen time is because it takes 5 hours. Thanks, Cat Crazy, for them to eat anything. You got slow eaters. Barbara says dinner time is the only meal we eat as a family. Hi, Chantel. Let's do another goodie bag. Anybody getting in a box today? We have 20 minutes left. Do you guys involve your kids in deciding screen time rules? Or do you just decide them? Oh, another bad eater says Goddess Karma. Yeah, Becky, you might be onto something about doing a live about kids and eating and food and stuff like that. You might be onto something, 'cause that's 3 people who sort of said similar things now about food and kids and trying to get them to eat. Maybe onto something there, girl. Cat Crazy says we always eat together as it's the only time to catch up. Miss Obsessors. I'm not playing. I will ask you for it. You tell me no. I'll let you hold a useless device. uh, you're like me, Zoe.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, so mine's a bad eater, right? So he likes to watch the telly and eat, but he doesn't like no one watching him. So it makes eating together really difficult.
Do you
And it
know?
makes eating out really difficult as well. Like he don't like eating in public places. He won't eat much at school. He will come home and then just devour his lunchbox. But yeah, he's really funny about eating in front of people because of his habits, because of what he eats. Like he eats crackers and dry shit.
Has he always been like this?
When he was a baby, he had an egg allergy and we didn't know about it. It was coming out in his skin and he had all sorts of tests. And we didn't realise it was the egg. We tried different milk and all sorts.
Yeah.
And then as he got to 3, we done a skin test and he was eating cake and all sorts by then, lasagnas, you name it. And he was allergic to egg. So then we had to go all no egg products and it threw us all out. Then he had a bout of asthma, so we were in and out of hospital. And then it was really hard to get him off his bottle. Do you know what I mean? Like we couldn't, because he just kept wanting milk because he couldn't breathe properly. It was awful. And then ever since then, he's been really funny because he wants to eat the nice stuff. Now
Yeah.
he can.
Yeah.
But back then it gave him a bellyache.
I get you.
So he's living in, like, he won't eat chicken because it gives him a bellyache. So when I try him on, like, because he's quite an expensive eater, he only likes the finest sausages and stuff like that. Like, he's proper fussy. And so when I try him on foods, like, it's different meat. He tries it, but he says it gives him a bellyache. So I don't think he really gives it the chance.
Yeah. See, mine has like very recently, and I don't know if this is something she's picked up from watching like videos and stuff. But she's always had no issues with eating in public or anything. But recently has started getting very weird about eating or having people watching her eat. And I don't know if it's like a self-conscious phase. The food itself is not the issue. It's more just being seen to be eaten. Or if she does eat, she's very conscious, hand over the mouth, always looking around. And I don't know where that sprung up from. And that's only a new thing in the last year. That's why I was just asking you, is this a new thing or if it's something that your child
I
has
think
done?
it is psychological. He's always sort of had problems with
Yeah.
his eating, and because obviously it was quite sort of like a toxic relationship as well when he was younger. So
Yeah.
his eating habits, I wasn't always around at dinner time,
Yeah.
and
That's
the
all
other
right.
parent wasn't always as great, so would force feed him.
Yeah.
So that sort of made it harder for me in the morning, where I'd be a little bit more relaxed
Yeah.
and do aeroplanes and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So there's a lot like
Yeah,
he's
there's
deep.
a lot of
Like,
other
he's
stuff.
only just started getting to eat like sausage, try new stuff.
Yeah.
And that's going really well, but I've had to learn not to push him because I get ahead of myself. So he'll try something new and then I'll start buying all new stuff all week.
Yeah, I get you.
But where he's autistic, and he's got PDA and he's got eating disorder as well, obvious,
Yeah.
you can't push it because
No.
he likes it, so then he'll eat that until he gets bored of it. It's mad.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Goddess. Much appreciated. Thank you for coming up and sharing
No
that.
worries.
Big loves to you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
I forgot my point. What were we I just got lost in the whole. So my son, he was very self-conscious about eating out, and he just looked like a meerkat, just looking all over. And I just had to kind of instill in him, nobody's bothered.
Yeah.
Absolutely nobody's bothered. You know, they
Yeah.
may look, but it doesn't impact you.
Yeah.
And now I have to tell him to close his freaking mouth because it's making me feel poorly. I just need to shut your mouth when you're eating, please. It swings roundabout. So what was I going to say in regards to like screen time?
Yeah.
I think as they get older, it's not necessarily asked for his advice or permission or anything like that. You know, talk to each other about screen time.
Mm.
But it'll be, I don't know, say like for an example, we were going to make homemade jelly, we put our own fruits in, and so it'll be, okay, well, Mum, can I please go on here and then we will do this. Well, if you go on there, that eliminates us doing the jelly this evening, so you've got that option. You can either play up to 9 p.m. or we come off a little bit early and then we do the jelly, and it kind of weighs up the pros and cons, instead of, no, you've spent all your time on it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
suppose it is just kind of giving them that little bit of time to think and a little bit of responsibility. And
Yeah.
but yeah, sometimes when we're out and about socially, like you say, the social battery just runs out.
It does.
And I think, do you know what's hard? When about a few years ago, I can remember feeling really guilty just how much time they were spending on their tablets and such. But even if we went out, so we'd go up to, there's a castle nearby,
Mm.
and to learn about what you're looking at, everything's tablet based. Everything,
Yeah.
even when we went to the secondary schools, when my big girl went up in year 6, 7,
Yeah.
they're playing musical instruments off of tablets, and everything is
Doing what?
on. It was absolutely bizarre. I was like, so you don't play a
What?
keyboard? It's like, no, it goes from the tablet and goes onto the screen. I was like, this is bizarre. But everywhere we turn, no matter how much you try and take control of how much time, mate, it's absolutely everywhere. And then I
Yeah.
say this as an adult, let me do my shopping, I'll do it online. Let me look up, ingredients and such. Everything's online. There's nothing else I was going to say.
Did
but
I tell you the other
completely
day? Because you're right, screens are everywhere. When I went to oh fuck, what's it called? I don't know. It's that fast food place that does like amazing chicken burger things from America. Anyway, we drove up to the it's a new way of life, a new generation. You drive up to go through the drive-through. You get to the drive-through screen where you have somebody speak to you and ask you for your order.
Yeah.
It was all AI. It was an AI voice saying, "Hi, welcome. What can I get you today?" And then you'd be like, "Oh, I'll have such and such meal. Would you like that large or extra large?" Or like it was like the whole thing was automated.
Yes.
And then and like it asked all the questions like that a human would ask. And then you drive up to the window and then you pay and you get your food. But I said to my daughter as we reached that window, I was like, give it 5 years. When we get to this window, it's just going to be a robot just handing us the food.
Yes. Yeah.
There is going to be no human interaction.
They've already started. There's a place somewhere that they just kind of dish out your drinks, alcoholic drinks. And I saw a video where there was a robot that was doing your nail varnish.
I saw that
Right.
one.
Oh my God, it was absolutely fascinating,
Yes,
but absolutely bizarre. And was it Kim Kardashian? She's got like a model of a robot.
She has.
And she was
She
absolutely
has.
communicating with it. This is honestly no
she
way.
has.
Not
I saw
me,
the
not a
robot.
chance.
A fully
Not a
grown
chance.
adult size robot in her house.
Yeah,
And it was doing all this signs and stuff to her and
Mate.
Barbara! Oh no, the music's gone off. Barbara just dropped the reindeer. Thanks, Barbara.
Oh, she's so cute.
Oh, I love the reindeer, but you're supposed to have some jingle bell music. Hold on, Barbara. Don't go anywhere. Here we go. That's what you should have heard, but it paused itself. Thank you, Barbara. But yeah, the AI is but that's the thing. I feel like we are just moving towards a world where everything is either computerized or it's going to become very AI or automated, and it's kind of the world that our children are now in. Bless Barbara, she was saying she's 55 and she's looking after a 3-year-old.
Lord have mercy.
And yeah,
Barbara.
that's why I just said, you know what, just give them the device and just hand over the reins at this point,
No,
because
absolutely.
this is the world we're in now, and as much as we want to protect our kids and limit screen time and all of that stuff, like everything, like you say, going to like schools and there's musical instruments that they're using on devices versus having the musical instrument. It's like the world is changing, man.
Honestly, it just takes away the, not sincerity, that's not the word I'm looking for. Just another quick one. I did, so it was called a success evening, where they talk about, picking GCSEs and stuff.
Yeah.
But I made a comment of even down to like the children's reports and stuff, nothing's ever face-to-face anymore.
No.
You can request a meeting, but there's nothing intimate anymore. Everything's online, everything's via email, everything's, and I think it just, It makes me sad. It does make me sad, but maybe we're just that generation of, oh, back in my day,
I know.
everything was very simple. Mate, I feel old as shit.
But like sometimes my brain thinks about my kids, and then like when they're going to be our age and they talk about back in their days, which is now,
Yes,
and how advanced it's going to be in like another 40 years time.
yes.
It hurts my brain when I think about it.
And then here we are trying to, making things worse by let's stick with pen and paper. How dare we? How dare we communicate? It's hindering them. I don't know. I think it's very important to kind of stick with the times, but it's rubbish to say. And I think you were talking about dinner times. That's the only time we get to see
Connect.
each other face to face and connect. And
Mm.
I make it so. Sorry, I'm just taking over.
No, go on.
My big girl, she's at college, and now she's got a little part-time job, so I hardly see her.
Mm.
And my heart just craves it. So now I've put in place, every Monday we do a food shop together.
Yeah.
Every Friday we do a big reset in the house, and every Sunday you make sure that you're home and we eat together and we can watch some films and just
Yeah, that's nice.
do that reset.
Yeah.
Other than that, the boy ain't got a chance. I don't see him. His
It's,
chores done.
but I don't think what you're describing is abnormal. I think that's the new normal. And I think about my own home, and I think about you know, how, you know, she's quite happy to just be on her devices,
Yeah,
um, and we do have time together, but nowhere near like what we used to, because she just doesn't want to. Not that I couldn't make that happen, like I absolutely could if I wanted to, but then I'm forcing her to sit and eat with me or sit and do stuff, and we do it a couple of times a week, but 9 out of 10 times she'll just take her food and go.
yes,
Um, Goddess said detached. It's the weirdest. It's the weirdest being attached and detached like simultaneously. So it's like, if that even makes sense, like
yeah,
we're super close and connected, but there is I don't know, almost like healthy detachment and unhealthy
yeah,
detachment. So I don't know how to explain that, but it's not detached in a bad way, like we're disconnected and we don't communicate, because we do, but it's just in a different way. And there we
yeah.
go, Donna. It's the
I think we're
developing
so
teenager.
conditioned into
Mm,
these are the things that we should be doing. These are the
yeah.
things that makes you a healthy, happy family. And so then when they are spending a lot of time on the devices, or they're away, or they're not,
Mm,
they're getting a little bit older, and it's their personal time, especially long days at school.
yeah.
In reality, they're safe.
Yeah.
They know where we are.
Yep.
All the kind of
Yep.
routines are put in place. So I just leave them to it.
Yeah, and she very much still talks to me and is still open and will discuss things. There's no like barrier there in
Yeah.
any sense. Goddess says my 11-year-old runs the living room. Um, so like yeah, it's hard. It's just
I think
weird.
we just have to step back sometimes.
Mm,
Like it's been a very heavy week for me with like parenting. Nothing negative, just it's
mm,
a new fucking milestone wants to come up, doesn't it? And I have to accept I have to let go sometimes
mm,
of being an adult. But I think it's so important, just to be able to step back and just really evaluate and pick your battles.
yeah,
And no parent is perfect. And I think to
no,
comment on other people's parenting in their households, it's a losing battle.
yeah, I agree. Open communication is key. 100%, Barbara. 100%. Yeah, and they must know that they can always talk to you. Yeah, always, always.
And I'm a
Um,
hypocrite because I'm just always on TikTok. I'm always on the TikTok, but it's like, is that Remi again? You can hear your voice.
Tell them I said hello.
I'm just
um,
obsessed.
it's funny because I'm off of TikTok more than I'm on it, but to my daughter, she will say I'm always on TikTok, and I'm like, but I'm not.
Yeah,
But then I
yeah,
wonder, does she feel the same when I'm like telling her like she's been on the phone for too long, and she's like, but I haven't. It's like,
yes.
what is that? Because in her world, she's like, you're always on TikTok. And I'm like, but I'm not. I'm really not.
No, it's the little times that you do see each other. It's, well, when you're not here, you don't know
Yeah,
what I do.
yeah,
And sometimes I do just sit on TikTok. Don't judge me.
yeah.
It just is what it is.
What advice would you give to parents who feel overwhelmed by managing their screens and stuff in their home?
Unless it becomes an absolute issue again with behaviours or, just the lack of respect. If it's impacting your household that way, then, go back to square one. I
Mm,
think because I have to tell my two, having a mobile phone and having, your PlayStation, it's a
mm,
luxury.
yeah,
I will go back to basics. I make sure you're fed, you're clean, you're
yep,
safe, you're warm. These things that are added, it's not expected. So
mm,
don't be scared to take it back. I don't
yeah.
think you're doing your job if you're not hated at once.
I agree. I always have a little smirk on my face, which also annoys my child. But the minute she, I've put some rules in place or I've taken the phone away, with explanation, or, I've set a boundary that she doesn't like, and, she might be like, oh, I hate you, or you're the worst mummy, or whatever. I kind of smirk a little bit because I'm like, if she's pissed at me, I'm doing my job. I'm protecting
Yes,
your ass.
yes.
So,
We're not here to be, honestly, we're not here to be their best friends.
no.
When we first have them and, "Oh, I want to be your best friend." No way. The amount of times I've told my two, listen, I'm not your friend.
Yeah.
I'm your mother, and my job is to make sure
Yep.
that, I'm instilling good things in you. And
Absolutely.
do you know what? With my big girl, it works.
Mm,
That's all I can say, it works. And be kind to yourself. Please be
yeah.
kind to yourself.
Yeah. I think that's brilliant advice, Yaya. Thank you for that. That was
Mhm.
beautiful. I think that's new generation. I don't know if they've accidentally come up or hello. Hello.
It's
She's
me.
not there. Thank you for coming up. I don't think you are aware you're in my box. And now it's
Right, my
over.
beautiful girl, I'm gonna drop and let you dance for me while you say goodbye.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a song and then get out of here. But there is a goodie bag still open, and so thank you
Oh,
so much,
sugar.
Yaya. I really appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
Big
Love you
loves to
lots.
you.
Bye.
Bye, darling. Right. What song do you lot want? Stop touching the buttons, new generation, and getting into my box. It's fine. Right, we've got a goodie bag that's still up there. I'm going to play a song before we go, so we can have a little boogie out of here. Um, we do still have targets. I've just shared the festive bear. If anyone can send a bear, if you've enjoyed the live, you can send a bear, a reindeer, or a Santa's here. If you want to help with today's target. Also, thank you everyone for touching the screen, tapping the screen, and being here. Yay! We got a festive bear again. Thank you, Barbara. So cute. Do you know what? I need to put a little sound effect on the festive bear. Thank you, Infinite. Thank you, Dodie. What sound effect should we put on the bear? You lot didn't like my teddy bear's picnic. It's cute, isn't it, Barbara? You lot didn't like my teddy bear's picnic song the last time. That tune, do you remember? Some of you got quite disturbed by it. Ah, yeah, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Zoe, for the candy cane. It's a cute bear, isn't it? What sound effect should we put on the? Oh, you want a moi? Mwah, moi sound. Should we do it now, quickly? Let's do it now, quickly, before I go. Hold on. Right, what's it called? A festive bear. Right, hold on. Festive. Create a sound. Select the trigger. Festive. I like doing this with you lot because it's funny. Hold on. Select a sound. Let's do a kiss sound. Let's do a moi. Moi. Is there a moi? Let's see what this is. Hold on. I don't know what this is. Sometimes these are bad. And once I press play, I can't stop. We have to wait till it ends. So hold on. Yes, Barbara. Every Thursday we do a parenting live, and every at 5, and every Tuesday we do a women's health live. And there is a schedule on my profile at the top, and it tells you what days and what subjects we're talking about. And then Mondays and Fridays we do FYP. I don't like that more. It's a bit whack. Oh, should we have a naughty? Santa's mailbox! Yeah, I've never seen that. That was cool. Did you not see the Santa's mailbox? Oh, it's just come up on my second device and it says Merry Christmas on it. Thank you, Yaya. It says you've just up leveled to level 23. Get you, Yaya. Weren't that pretty? What's this? Bacon evil laugh. Hold on.
Get wrecked. Okay.
We got Christmas carousel. Wait. Oh, and it's got 6 little reindeers on it. Infinite. Why are you saying, oh dear, Derek? We are enjoying the Christmas gifts over here in the candy canes. That was so cute. I was trying to find music. Thank you, Infinite. Let me do a kiss. Hold on. Do a kiss. Infinite, that was lush. Thank you, babe. And you, Yaya. That's the sound. Got it. That's the sound for the festive bear. Elf's hat. What's going on? Let me see. Thank you, Hannah. Oh, we got mistletoe on my head. Thank you, Infinite. Goodie bag. Let me see. Derek! Derek's getting all the coins out of the goodie bag again. Right, mods, can we just, anytime we see Derek enter the room, just mute him for the entire live, please, because he is the goodie bag swiper. Right, can someone, before we go, I know this is taking the piss, but can someone just send a festive bear, please, so we can hear the sound, just to make sure it works? Sorry, not sorry. I mean, I am sorry, but you know what I mean. But he pays you in subs. That's true. That is true. Derek did drop a load of subs this week. Or was it last week? This week. Oh, I just like shouting Derek. Ah! Thanks, Infinite! Do we like the kiss on the bear? Is that okay? I like that. That was cute. Thank you, Infinite, darling. I do like telling Derek off. I don't know why it's funny to yell Derek. It just is. Right, we need a song. What are we closing with? Should we have a Christmas song, or is that? Are we too early? Are we not about it? Are we not about it? Perfect timing, Barbara, with the elf's hat. Right, I'll have all the Christmas gifts.
Don't want a lot for Christmas.
Your tree's up there.
There's just one thing I need. I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas
Becky, have you sent me a Christmas hat?
I just want you for my own.
Go on, Misty, with the clean into a bit of Mariah. Thank you, Sleepy Rach. Thank you, everyone who sent gifts today. It's been a lovely live. Thank you, everyone. Look at all those candy canes. Barbara! Barbara's a legend. Let's turn it up. Thank you, Barbara! Thank you, Sleepy Rach! Queen Bob! I was just playing, Becky. Don't spend if you don't have, honestly. Thank you though.
I just want you for my own, more than you could ever
play Christmas songs every day because they actually make me really happy. Is that allowed? I will upload this live to YouTube as well, everybody, so it should be up there in a few hours. I love it, Infinite. Thank you, everyone. Links in the bio if you want to join the agency, if you want to book our Christmas party, or if you want to watch the replay of this. It'll all be in the link in my bio. And also, we've got some merch. Link in the bio. All I want for Christmas is you. That hurt. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much. Back tomorrow at 11 or 11:30, I can't remember. Links in the bio. Love you all. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night and God bless.